And even if you already have a position on this issue, you absolutely have to watch these two powerful, passionate speeches by Joseph Biden and Barack Obama about the filibuster. And then I want you to make a decision. Welcome to Escaping the Echo Chamber. Jim Crow 2.0. I'm going to say it again, Jim Crow 2.0. That's what they're calling the current situation. This is sparked from the legislation being promoted throughout various states by Republican legislatures, and most notably by the existence of the Senate filibuster. The existence of the Senate filibuster is being characterized as Jim Crow 2.0. Jim Crow, which was one of the horrors imposed upon Black people, something that evokes such strong emotions within us. And with Martin Luther King Jr.'s holiday coming up, that language is having such a powerful effect. Jim Crow 2.0. Does the filibuster need to go? The Senate filibuster, which allows a minority of senators to stop legislation from coming up to the floor, from being voted on and discussed. Because they're talking about passing this Voting Rights Act, this John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act. And in order to do this, they're saying that they need to do away with the filibuster. But they need all the Democrats on board to do so. But the question is, does the filibuster need to go? Is it truly Jim Crow 2.0? Let me tell you a story about Trey and a couple of his buddies. Trey had a couple of buddies from his old job. They would hang out at his crib, watch basketball, watch football, play cards, play dominoes, 2-3 nights a week. And they would have some snacks, just regular stuff, nothing fancy, chips, popcorn. And even though he had a small apartment, small living room, they had a couple of chairs, beanbags they would sit on and stuff, a small TV, less than 50 inches. They had fun. One day, people from his current job have an event at another guy's house, Michael. Michael's a guy that Trey knows, he's cordial with, they get along well enough. But this is the first time that Trey actually goes to Michael's house and gets to see Michael's house. And when Trey gets inside Michael's house, it blows his mind. Because among other things, he's thinking to himself, how do we work at the same place, yet he can afford to live in a place like this? His kitchen is, not only is his house immaculate, his kitchen has the latest stuff. Beautiful microwave, big mega microwave that's mounted on the wall, stainless steel appliances, an island in the kitchen, stools. He's got like a rack for cups and glasses. It's just all kinds of things that just blows mind. When he gets to the living room, it's a work of art. Got this huge L-shaped couch, could fit at least 7 people on it. This 85-inch 8K TV that's just, the pictures are so vivid, it feels like you're on the football field with the players when you're watching. And Michael is a hell of a host because he just pulls out all the stops for people to eat. Just amazing. So Trey is talking to his 2 buddies and saying, hey guys, this guy, Michael, great dude, I'm telling you. He's such a down-to-earth, real dude, the realest dude you will ever meet. I think we should be hanging it with him. Let's go over to this place, have the guys' night out at his place one of these nights. I'm telling you, y'all are gonna love this guy. This guy he's funny, he's real. This is just a stand-up dude. You're really gonna like him, trust me. First, his buddies are like, we don't know. We got great chemistry. The 3 of us have great chemistry. A 4th, we don't even know the guy. We've never met the guy. We don't want to. He says, listen, let's just go this Sunday, have game day at his place. You can make your decisions after that. I'm telling you, this guy is awesome. So they wind up going to his place, and of course they like his place. And once again, he's just pulling out all the stops. He makes nachos for them. And when I say nachos, he doesn't just give them a bag of nachos. He actually like makes nachos, cuts up marinated steak, puts it on top of the nachos, puts cheese on top of that, then another layer of nachos, then some more steak, some chicken, put some green peppers and tomatoes, sour cream, some more cheese, and another. He just goes all out. Makes chicken cutlets, got ice cold beers, whatever they need. He puts on a hella spread. But beyond all of that, beyond all of the stuff he does, the other two guys really get along with Michael. He's funny. The chemistry is just amazing. They jokes, they're going back and forth. It feels like they've known each other for years. It feels like just so comfortable. Like genuine friendships are forming right then and there. The thing is, Mike is a really nice guy. They get along. In fact, Mike even lends Trey money. A couple of $1,000. Says, hey, pay me when you get a chance. Things are going great. Everybody's having fun. And several months pass by, and now that's the new spot. 2-3 nights a week, they're at Michael's crib, just lounging, having fun, enjoying themselves. And every single time, Mike's going all out, giving them whatever they need, just making sure they have a great time, and no sweat off his back. 7 months down the line, they're at Michael's crib. Mike's in the kitchen. Trey goes in to grab some beer, and Michael says, Trey, by the way, about that few $1,000s I loaned you. You gonna pay me back? You remember, right? You do remember that you still owe me this money. It's been like 4 months already. And Trey, even though he knows he owes him the money, even though he knows he's been spending money on other stuff and he could have paid him back long before now, Trey gets defensive. Trey gets in his feelings, and things start to get a little heated. Fortunately, one of the other guys walks in and, hey guys, what the hell is going on? Calm down. And he de-escalates the situation, and everybody goes back to the living room, finishes watching the game. Some tension, but everything else goes without any further complications. Next day, Trey runs into the other two guys and says, yo, man, let me tell you, man, that Michael dude, two-faced. He is absolutely two-faced. You can't trust him. This is news to the other two. They're like, wait, Mike, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, Michael, I'm telling you, this dude is just two-faced. He's no good. He's like, he loves talking about people. He smiles in your face, talks behind your back. Like, you should hear the things he says about y'all at the job. They're like, what kind of things? Remember when you and your girl broke up? He went around telling everybody that she dumped you, that you was a deadbeat, that you was a loser, that he was surprised that she was even with you. He saw it coming from a mile away. Like, this is what he was telling everybody. His buddy goes, I was like three months ago. He was telling people this at the job. Yeah. And you too. He's been talking about you, how, you live at home, you live with your mama, and you's a clown. And like, man, he talks so much garbage about both of y'all. Like, it's crazy. And his buddies stop, they look around, look at each other, and they're like, why are you just now telling us this? He said, listen, man, I didn't want it to be, static. I didn't want to cause problems between y'all. That's why I tried to keep this, because I'm not one to try to like I ain't really trying to cause static, but I think y'all need to know now. So his buddies look at each other, look at him, and say, are you sure this ain't got nothing to do with the fact that you owe him several $1,000s? And Trey, yo, man, what? Like, nah, listen, I'm trying to help you all out. But if y'all don't want my help, if y'all want to hang around some two-faced clown, I don't even need this. Trey storms off. So his buddies look at each other, think about it for a second. And what do you think they do? Do you think they ignore what he said and keep spending game nights and game days at Michael's place? Or do you think they take his word for it, cut Michael off, and go back to having game nights at Trey's house? What would you do? Would you take his word for it? Let's get back to the filibuster real quick. You've got the filibuster, Democrats saying, you've got Barack Obama going on, media tour, telling people this is Jim Crow 2.0. Joe Biden telling everybody this is Jim Crow 2.0. And with as serious as Jim Crow 1.0 was, I think I want to just take a quick listen to two extremely passionate speeches, one from Joe Biden, one from Barack Obama, about the filibuster. And even if you already have a position on this issue, you absolutely have to watch these two powerful, passionate speeches by Joseph Biden and Barack Obama about the filibuster. And then I want you to make a decision. Let's listen to them.
President Lyndon Johnson, the master of the Senate, put it this way: in this country, a majority may govern, but it does not rule. The genius of our constitutional and representative government is the multitude of safeguards provided to protect minority interest. The Senate Majority Leader Howard Baker in 1993 wrote that compromising the filibuster, quote, would topple one of the pillars of American democracy, the protection of minority rights from majority rule. The Senate is the only body in the federal government where these minority rights are fully and specifically protected, end of quote. Simply put, the nuclear option would eviscerate the Senate and turn it into a second House of Representatives. If that were the case, we'd have a unicameral body. It is not only a bad idea, it upsets the constitutional design and does a disservice to the country. Earlier, I explained that for much of the Senate's history, a single senator could stop legislation or a nomination dead in its tracks. The more recent changes in the rule, which occurred in 1917 with regard to legislation, required only 2/5 of the Senate rather than all of its members to end debate. And it didn't even happen for the senators until judges till the 40s. Opponents of the nuclear option argue this proposal is simply the latest iteration of a growing trend toward majoritarianism in the Senate. God save us from that fate if it is true. I strongly disagree. Even a cursory review of these previous changes in the Senate rule on unlimited debate show that these previous mechanisms to invoke cloture always respected minority rights. The nuclear option completely eviscerates minority rights. It is not simply to change and agree, but a change in kind. It is a discontinuous action. That is a sea change, fundamentally restricting the Senate and what the Senate's all about.
But the American people sent us here to be their voice. They understand that those voices can at times become loud and argumentative, but they also hope that we can disagree without being disagreeable. And at the end of the day, they expect both parties to work together to get the people's business done. What they don't expect is for one party, be it Republican or Democrat, to change the rules in the middle of the game so that they can make all the decisions while the other party is told to sit down and keep quiet. The American people want less partisanship in this town, but everyone in this chamber knows that if the majority chooses to end the filibuster, if they choose to change the rules and put an end to democratic debate, then the fighting and the bitterness and the gridlock will only get worse. I understand that Republicans are getting a lot of pressure to do this from factions outside the chamber. But we need to rise above the ends justify the means mentality, because we're here to answer to the people, all of the people, not just the ones that are wearing our particular party label.
Those speeches may not have been what you were expecting, especially considering that I've been saying that Joe Biden and Barack Obama are saying that the filibuster is racist, that the filibuster is Jim Crow 2.0. And those speeches were some full-throated defenses of the filibuster. But now they're a problem. And not only now are they a problem, and now as we approach the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, they're using that imagery. They're using something that means so much to us, that affects Black people so viscerally, So fundamentally, they're using these words, this imagery, to tell us that the filibuster is bad, but they was all cool with the filibuster before. They were all cool with the filibuster when it fit their agenda. They were all cool with the filibuster when it fit their agenda, when they could use it to their advantage. But now, they want us to stop hanging out with Michael. As always, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Or if you disagree with me, you want to give me the thumbs down, and you think that this actually is Jim Crow 2.0, feel free to tell me why in the comment section. You can give me the thumbs down, tell me why in the comment section you think that this is actually Jim Crow 2.0. But tell me why Barack Obama and Joe Biden were such big fans of Jim Crow 2.0 when they could use it to their advantage. I'll see you next time.